Thank you to friends and followers. Spot on. Spot on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yes, it's sporty time and sports lover. It's your show. Thank you so much. Don't forget to follow your girl here. Follow me here or any other platform. Instagram, TikTok. Just follow. Or, YouTube. Yeah, you find me there too. So follow me here. Don't forget to follow your girl. Yes, I will. Yes, it's been a couple of days and we just there last time talking about how happy we were, when Rivers United of Nigeria is the second last time out managed to make it through to the group stages of the CAF Champions League. So we're still basking in that. Yes, the Rivers United played the match in their own stadium. I need to be tough for both sides. I even said 3 points for Rivers if they're not too tired, or maybe a draw. But I knew that it's difficult for Ikoro to go to Port Harcourt and get a win, and so it proved. It was a nil-nil draw. So Rivers United nil, Ikoro City, Lagos nil. So, but the match, of course, on the 1st of November here in the MPFL, that's Nigerian Premier Football League. But we'll come back to that since we have loads happening around us. And of course, the women, yes, you saw my theme about Cape Verde, how they qualified for the first time, for the first time in their history for the WAFCON. That's the Women African Cup of Nations. So excited. This is what I want to hear. I was asking in my team, do you think there are millions? Let me know. Just reply me in my comment section. Are there still millions? Both for the men and on the women's side as well. Malawi too, with the Chawanga sisters, doing very well. Of course, they qualified to, for the first time. So Malawi, okay, then how it is with the men. The fact that they with Cameroon, I hats off to the men's team. They go to the World Cup, of course, next year, yes. But for the women's team, they've qualified now. Step in that direction. And even South Africa, needed a goal in 91st minute to make it through. So it just shows that as South Africa, of course, fourth place last time out, but they are ex-world champions. They've won the World Cup before. South Africa have won it. If it's just once, at least they won it once. So it just shows that there are no minnows, like that. We need to work on it. So I was surprised that there was no African team in the under 17s, the World for the World Cup Women's team. Yeah, no, there was no African team going to the quarterfinals. I was, we thought Zambia would do what 6-0 they finished. They just couldn't go to so no African rep in the quarters at all. But I was happy when I saw that we made progress. For Nigerian team, I said it. We cannot just make such mistakes. The goalkeeping errors, the lapse in concentration at this stage. Unfortunately, it was a painful loss against France, but even more painful the against Italy. And here we are. Okay, let's. Someone said change the coach, but the coach was the same coach who took them to the bronze last time. So, yeah, definitely we need more. Yes, maybe yeah, new ideas, new ideas. There's also in Nigeria, Morocco as well, Zambia, as that earlier, Cote d'Ivoire couldn't go through. We couldn't go through. So no African team going through in the under 17 Women's World Cup. Okay, but good ones for Cape Verde. So I said, let's go back to random, even Nigeria inclusive. Let's all of us go back because I looked at it. I saw that North Korea and we're going to play Japan, all Asian quarters. So what's happening in Asia? Why can't and like one thing what Asia wanted to mention was that North Korea and Japan they've not really delivered at the top flight. Yes, when you talk about the women competition, unlike the US who have won gold, Brazil lost silver medals last time, and of course we know what Norway did, Sweden what they did, France, Germany now, then Spain, the women's team. So we need to work on it. The African teams, even the Asian teams. But let's just see if what happens. North Korea, Japan, that's an all Asian final. I mean Asian quarter final now, quarter final. Brazil, Canada. I think Canada will go through there because they are so strong. Don't forget there's Canada. Have won the Olympics. So France and of course Netherlands, it's be tough for both sides. Italy that beat Nigeria, but no African ladies. But anyway, we just pick a vet for going through for the first time, and Malawi, and of course Kenya are back after like 10 years. So, but we are happy. Our Falcons are there. Yeah, small Falcons are there. So we are going to defend this title. I'm sure we're going to defend it. Let's go. Yes. The captain Rashida Ajibade. Yes, I posted this picture today. I just saw it's a year ago. 29 last year we were there at the stadium, but this time around it's qualified for AFCON. It was Algeria, friendly against Algeria, at the stadium there. So good memory just popped up. Oh, why not share this? So I hope that I'll see them, and I'm sure that they will do better, you know. And of course, kudos to the governor of Ogun State, who actually gave them another reward. So I'm sure that very very soon the reward that costs a lot of ulabalu, that the good mention naira, the 100 million, I'm sure it would $100,000, for the ladies. It's not yet out, but I'm sure very soon they'll get their reward because they really deserve it. And because they also give back to the communities. They have people depending on them. They have defendants. They have academies. Ushua has an academy. They have they are doing things. So it's not so much money. No, this is what they work with. And of course we know how it is. You also have to look forward to retirement, but it's not too much. I know I said it then. I was happy with the reward, and of course the same was extended to the Tigress. Tigress, also did well at Conquer Africa. The same reward for the Tigress in basketball, which was commend this government for doing. It's not just football. Football, no, no, no. It should be all sports. All sports. That's why we're going straight now. Okay, yes, yesterday Liverpool losing again. What did you expect when you rested all the main players? And this is the team that's been your bogey side and you rested players. 17 years old, 17-year-old. It was going to be like that. Even Arsenal tried to balance it. I saw that they won. And convincingly. But for Chelsea have a lot to think about. It wasn't that way for Chelsea. Chelsea cruising at 3-0. Suddenly, we're almost losing it. But kudos to Arokodare, his first goal. So kudos to Arokodare. Happy for him to get started. And let him just get this chance, and did get the chance. So good one for our own Tolu there. So, but Wolves still struggling. Out of the EPF, but they're still struggling in the league, of course, bottom in the league. But we'll see what happens at the weekend. The pairings are out, and we saw that Man City have the luck of the draw. They are going to Cardiff City, but the other teams are in the Premier League. It's going to be all affairs, all Premiership affair. Yes, Brighton, Arsenal. So Arsenal, Crystal Palace, yes. And when I saw Crystal Palace, that's not with them. So let's just see what happens. Newcastle also going through. They play Fulham. So let us see what happens in the next term. And Brentford are rewarded with their exploits by scoring so many goals. So they have this stuff, but let us see how it goes. But I wanted to talk about the ladies today. I said it's the ladies, all about the ladies. And yes, WTA finals are on. We said it's not a football show. So tennis and the WTA finals, tennis, time for tennis. And on Saturday, we know that Coco Gauff is defending champion here. And I had to go and look up. I said, okay, so let's see what happened. Memories. The year is almost over, and let's memories. We know that for Coco Gauff. Okay, let's start with Sabalenka. Sabalenka is defending is one number one, not defending champion. She's one number one, but she hasn't. She reached all. Okay, she didn't reach the final in London, but she reached the final in Australia. Lost to Madison Keys. Lost to Coco Gauff in France and at the French Open. Yes, lost to yes in the semis into I mean so yes lost to the semis, and then of course got to the final and now defeated Amanda and Misova in the final for her only Grand Slam of the year, and she hasn't won this tournament before. So it's really tough for her. But when I saw the group, and that group is the top group, they call it Steffi Graph. It's the toughest group. Yes, I looked at it and said, this is a tough group. Coco Gauff is in that group too. Coco Gauff, defending champion, now world number 3. And with the Wuhan Open, she was in momentum. Even beat Paulini. Paulini had beat her like 3 times in a row. She beat Paulini to get to this stage. I mean, to win in China. And is defending champion, as I said here. So Coco Gauff, we won the French Open. But also that herself has been inconsistent. Yes, she has done very well. I win the one, beating Pegula in the final, if you remember. But it's not, as I said, the top draw. Paulini is in that team. Paulini, I love Paulini as well as Pegula because they are late bloomers, especially for Paulini. Yes, Paulini is in that group with Sabalenka and Coco Gauff. So that's the toughest group. Yeah, the Steffi Graf group. And yes, Pegula is also there. So I dare say that the winner may emerge from that group. Yes, I just say that. So when we have Sabalenka for me has not won the WTA final before, but I don't see her winning again this time around, not because of anything, but she has to be consistent. Yes, she's played so many matches, got to the finals of three Grand Slam titles. In fact, the most consistent player on the, and that's why she's the one number one. But I just feel that when it gets to big tournaments, she seems to falter. So that's why I see Cole Goff, probably defending her title. Oh, but look at that group anyway. Paulina, I said, beat Korogov in Rome. When he got to the one, Korogov was ready for her and got her revenge there. So let's just wait and see what happens. But in that team, I think for me, I think Sabalenka and Korogov will go through because yeah, I think they'll go through there. Let me look at yeah, because Sabalenka has this huge head-to-head against Pauline, so 5-2. So against Pagula is 8-3. So what are we talking about? So Korogov is closer. It's closer. So I think Gauff and Sabalenka will go through from the Stephanie Graf group. But if there's any surprise elements, and then Paulini, don't forget, she's going to be playing doubles with Sarah, our partner from Italy, Irani. So how would her body cope? At with her age. So she's going to be playing doubles. How will she go? So that's why I see Gauff as Sabalenka. Pagula's had a stellar year too. Don't forget that she has a stellar year. Beat recently, last meeting was she beat Sabalenka. But I just feel that this time around, Sabalenka will have, that's huge gap, 8 to 3, and go through. For the Serena Williams team, for the Serena Williams group, last team now, groups, Svatek is there, Amanda, I think I did a show on yes, on Amanda Animisova, who got to the final in Wimbledon and got to the final in the US Open. But and one which she's won 1,000 titles, yes. So the American, she took a time, and it has paid. It has paid off for her. And if there's any surprise winners here too, I would say Amanda to go through there. Amanda and me. So yes, I will not bet against her. Surprisingly, she has not even played. She has not played Elena before, so it's going to be interesting. Abakina, having qualified for this tournament, pulled us after beating Mboko. She beat Mboko, revenge. The loss in Montreal against Mboko. Abakina pulls out after qualifying for this tournament. So, but I don't know if our back will hold up. That's Abakina now. The lady from Kazakhstan is also very strong, especially with her aces. So it's going to be tough. Madison Keys is there. Madison Keys, I don't think she will do too well. Don't forget that she won shocked the world. Shocked, I was shocked, even though she won the title in Australia. That's one of the things that she's here, qualified her. And 10 years ago, she was in this particular sort of event with Halep and, 10 years ago. And yeah, she's still here. So that means she's, by having that, she lost in the US Open on the first round on August 25th. Madison Keys may be rusty. So I don't see her going too far here. Yeah, she hasn't. Yes, she's also. I also, because late blooming. I love people who bloom late. She did that very well. Almost at 30 years old, winning the Australian Open. So, but I don't think she'll go far here because of the fact that she's not played since. And I mean, after the Australian Open, she has not. Her results have not been great. So I just feel that I think Zabalenka, I think Alimisova will go through this group. And of course, it is going to be between Swatek, who stumbled at the beginning of the year, but got to Wimbledon. I was shocked, just like most analysts were shocked she lost at the French Open because that was where she married, that is her thing. She's the queen of clay. But Sabalenka, she lost there. But I think and was came to London and won this and it's over 6-0. I can't forget. Nobody can forget it. But and it's over, of course, gained her revenge at the US Open quarters, this same year. So it's going to be evenly balanced. It's going to be evenly balanced, and I think it's 1-1. If I'm correct, 1-1, and Sova and Swatek, yeah, 1-1. They met each other twice. So I think both of them should be, strong enough, especially if the mental strength is there for Swatek. Strong enough. I don't think Medicine Keys cannot go through. And for a beginner, she's also can be surprised. But I'll tip Swatek and Amanda Animisova to go through in the Serena Williams group. So let's finish the group stages first. And we'll come back for a review of the semis. So for the first group, I said Cole Golf, defending champion. Yes, herself, she's better now. But she was even lose out. What's wrong with Cole Golf? If I hope she can even play Animisova. Because the way Amanda beat her last time they met, it was, but she came back again. She came back and won the one where Amanda didn't play convincingly. So let's wait and see. But let's look at then of course the match against Paulini will be also very, very important because Paulini has a number. Paulini beat her in I can't forget that room, in Italy. And of course Paulini there making history. Paulini made history, you know how it is. The first Italian woman to win that title in 40 years. So she had home support. She kept visiting Kogo. Even recently until Gauff now beat her at Wuhan in service. So it's going to be interesting. So the matchups are going to be is very, very interesting. Sabalenka Coco, Sabalenka Paulini, but Sabalenka seems to have it. She can against Paulini. So and Pegula too. Also doing very, also a very late bloomer. Got into top 10 at 28 years, and she's still doing well. Yes. So as I was saying, Pegula beat Sabalenka last time at the one service. So it's possible that this one, but I just feel that Sabalenka also rested a bit. She also has taken some rest, but she's not as rusty as won't be as rusty as the kids who has not played any tournament since the US Open Grand Slam event. So yes, I said it's about ladies today. So that's yes, lots of football coming up as usual. It is Liverpool still struggling with their defense, but yesterday was about the players put on the coach. Didn't want to maybe take risk. I don't know why he put, but it changes giving the youngsters from the academy, and of course it proved a very, very costly decision because in the end, Crystal Palace who have been beating them all through this year came up again to beat them, even if it was at their home at Anfield. So, but we'll look at it in detail. Let's us why Liverpool, why they still after the Frankfurt we thought, oh, they'll come back and yes, I wanted to mention the Italy. They have the new coach bounce. Juventus won for the first time since September. Juventus the old lady were able to beat Udinese because yes, I remember that our man was there. Okoye after his ban. Okay, I hope he's listening. This is Okoye Maduka Okoye came back straight to the he came back to the first 11 in Udinese. But last night they were beating and he did very well. I must confess that he made some very, very good saves for Udinese. That's Maduka Okoye now. I hope that he will be called up. I hope he's learned his lesson. For the matches in 2 weeks time, the all important playoffs. You know, against Gabon, the first match against Gabon, which we could have avoided, but we're happy we're in that second chance. Pardon. So let's wait and see. For Okoye and his people yesterday, Juventus got their first win in a long time. But Como doing very well. Como Fabregas, and they're doing very, very well. But they have a tough fixture this weekend against Napoli. But Como, I'm so impressed. And maybe because his Fabregas is there, our man from Arsenal days, he wants to play for Chelsea too. But I am just happy for Fabregas. He's just there and he's doing very well. Of course, we know that another Arsenal man is at Genoa there, that's Vieira. So, has Gunners, doing very well. And the talk about Arsenal winning everything, I think it's super mature. Let's take it easy. Let's take it easy. Like, oh, Arsenal, oh, Champions League, Arsenal, really. Yes, people are dropping points. Chelsea dropped very, very shocking points. Sunderland last weekend. Even yesterday, they were still there taking a red card again, getting red carded. Yeah? The lap just came back from injury. Red card again for the lap. So the coach was frustrated. You himself had the red card when he said, even though that red card was, I can't give someone red card because he celebrated this. Anyway, Chelsea have to work on their discipline. Chelsea FC, World Club champions have to work on their discipline. Can't keep having red cards every time. So it's going to be interesting to see. I think Chelsea play. Oh yeah, they play Tottenham this weekend. So there's no. We'll come back, but let's do our own. We'll talk about the NPFL tomorrow. We'll talk about the matches. Yes, the Rivers United. I said that it will be difficult for them, even though I thought because that stadium is very difficult. They don't lose there often. Even though they lost by United, Rivers United FC. Don't forget our only rep in the CAF Champions League. So let's also put and see. So let's also see Remo Stars, Rivers, and yes, they are below. They've gone down, but let's also see now that they'll start playing their matches. Especially Remo, who are also out now. They can focus on domestic duties and play their outstanding matches. Because Remo are down the table. But I'm sure when they start playing, they would pick up. And for Kano players, even the points are not deducted, but I think they were at the bottom last time I checked. So Kano players have all to do. They have it all to do. Yes. Okay, but Bender, also Bender. taking out insurance with their new coach, but they had a point last month. So good one for them. So Popular still struggling. Barrow, new boys, Volcano still struggling. So let's wait and see what happens. I said so. That was a preview of the WTA finals of women in tennis, not just football. Okay. So let's wait and see. So Arsenal FC, Gunners, let's take this one step at a time. One step. Yes, the team is looking good, strengthening depth for the 20 days. We're going to May. Okay, go to May. May is a long time for me. We are still in okay, fine, we're approaching November. If you in a bit, but May is too long. Okay. We're talking 6 months or even seven if you count. So let's take it easy. For the Arsenal team. For Arsenal now, I think the Champions League is the yes, yes, they haven't won the title since 2004. Yes, it's a long time. That's 21, 20. So it's very good to focus on because the Premiership is not easy to win. As you can see, Liverpool don't win, but the Champions League is one thing that Chelsea have won, Man U have won. Okay, so but Arsenal need to go up. Man City, the most current English winners. So Chelsea, Arsenal is the one to keep saying that's where people have been saying Arsenal, it's not Arsenal. They're going to choke. That's what they do every year. We'll wait and see. But Arsenal, what Arsenal team, the Arsenal people, they ask the fans all over the world, one step at a time. Okay, so everything looks good. 5 point yes, opening up at the top of the league was the early days. One step at a time. Okay, so then we'll see you soon. Thank you so much for watching. So let's look forward to the. I can't wait for that action in tennis. So for the men's on the men's side, I think how many people are qualified? I think it's very much qualified. One as Akaras is there too, as well as Yannick Sinner. So we'll see how we'll catch up and see who else has qualified for the on the men's side. Maybe men are still playing the tournament, and Yannick Sinner won the last one, but they're still playing again in Paris. Yes, so we'll live and see what happens in tennis and other sports. Okay, it's not just sports people. Spot on! I don't want to be too long. Don't forget to follow me here and leave a comment for me in the section. Okay, reach out. Okay, was that spot on? Was that correct? Thank you so much to Mr. Alabi. Yay! Follow her, don't follow her. Mr. Alabi is watching me live. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for watching this post. And we'll see you very soon. Spot on!